Hello, friends. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. So how's it going for everybody? So Nifty had given a one sell trade at our Fibo levels. That is where I had shorted. Still waiting for booking the profits. Maybe at the day's low, I will book profits. So below 150, I had clearly mentioned yesterday that there will be a fall. It will continue. Quite a volatile session in the starting. Now the fall started and going towards the day's low. So I'll be booking my profits here. This candle closing. So now the day's low is broken and it has given a very good move from our Fibo levels. So now, have you seen the importance of our Fibo levels? Are you guys understanding where exactly we can get the trades on Fibo? Yesterday's low is broken and now it is kind of going further down towards our next Fibo, which is around 17,040 levels. So exactly at the Fibo levels, it has given us one sell signal. And only thing I was waiting for this, EMS to break. And once the EMS were broken, I had just taken the SL of this candle high and I waited, booked around 10% gains on my capital. So Lalit, are you not following the Fibo levels, whatever we are getting? This candle close is very, very important now. So 17,100 is also broken. Initially, they just made it little confusing. There was a pullback and all that thing. That's where I was just waiting at my Fibo levels. If at all it is holding on that Fibo level, then probably there would be a long entry towards 360 levels. But EMAs are sloping downwards. Also, our Fibo levels were just exactly correlating with our EMA levels. We are in a strong bear trend, so no use of buying calls, even though it gives you very sharp movement. Probably 10 points is what I missed from this level, but my target was anyways days low. So days low achieved, and I got a decent amount of. This one has given almost 30 points from my levels. So now it is clearly closing below the yesterday's low. Good morning, Kaushik. Welcome back after a long time. So even days low, if anybody would have taken the trade, would have still got good amount of money. Also, our CPR levels were also confirming this. So this is where I added the Fibos, and probably good Lalit, great. So once I think more people join in, we can discuss more concepts. So after being a big trade yesterday, we might expect some kind of, both the side movements today. So today, basically, I waited for my setup to happen, okay, and then I took the trade. So how many made good money yesterday? Yesterday we were discussing lots of trades, right? And it gave a good returns. So we missed out some trades here and there, but see, this is the pullback which was there, which was very very small, and now again it is going down. That put is around 20 points away from my target where I booked it. That's okay. These kind of markets, you have to kind of get the quick money. That put is exactly achieved my target. What why on the put side, whatever my target was, it is exactly achieved. So we are expecting now 16,800 levels. That will be the major support. So 17,000 is not such an important thing for me. It is just some consolidation. I'm expecting some bounce back will happen in between, but every bounce will be a selling opportunity. Again, we are seeing the trending moves on the EMA. So yesterday we had seen 9 EMA moves, how it has worked for us. So are you able to kind of find out those swings? How are you able to kind of see those Fibo levels? Confirm me on the chat so that I know, okay, you are following certain things. So I was basically planning to hold this trade, but some or other way I thought it's better because the movements are very, very sharp. Volatility is increased again. India VIX is again going up. It was 3% down. It is in positive. Also, we are seeing Reliance giving up all the gains. It had tried to go towards the important support which was there, which is acting as a resistance now, around 2,320. So sharp 20, 30 points, if we are getting it, I think we should look out for booking those trades on those levels. Still, I'm expecting 17,040 to achieve because our train has left from here to this place. So it has to reach to the next station. And then 17,000 is a very, very critical level. So once that is broken, we can straight see 16,867. So this one was yesterday's low. Exactly, Nifty had tried to take a support on these levels. And that is where I was just waiting for my first trade to happen. And then once that pullback came, exactly at this place, ideally the sell order was there. However, I just waited for this EMS to break because certain times the EMS will take a support and it will move. So option movements are also very, very fast. Now 17,044 is our level and 17,040 is exactly the L3 level. So it is also correlating with our levels. Either you trade with a smaller quantity or else, because I reduced my quantity today, and either you reduce the quantity or else what you can do is book those quick profits on each candle or whatever, 20 points, 30 points. So it is going to confuse everybody. So Bank Nifty also can go towards 38,500 level now. But that's a ongoing thing. It may not immediately happen because yesterday one big correction what we have seen. So now if you look at these candles, right, it is kind of telling you that there is a base building happening, right? So and whatever pullbacks are happening on global markets, that is not reflecting in our market. So basically somebody is kind of willing to take it down to those levels wherever they want to book the profits. Is this FIBO levels working? Is this not working? Are you able to understand the concept of the FIBO levels? Because I'm adding one thing slowly so that you understand the overall concept. the demand supply thing, which we have kind of not followed for multiple days. So if you are comfortable with that demand supply thing, we can also plot those. So now VIX is again going down. So this path could go like this now, if at all that bounce has to happen. So VIX is also becoming more volatile. These are very, very important levels to understand on Fibo. If you understand the right levels and right place, then life can become easier. Yeah, so Fibo levels are basically here again. So these are the Fibo levels. If you wish to copy it, or you can copy it. So basically, I'll tell you the thing which behind this Fibo level. It's basically just that important levels which I consider always, which is 618, 0.5 and 0.382. These are the important levels. So I have just replicated that with plus and minus, so that we get those exact reversal points. So any reversal, anything which has to happen, it will definitely happen from these points only. Any reversal has to happen, or any kind of pullback has to happen. Hope you guys have copied this Fibo levels. Again, the selling continues. Great. So still it continues. Still looks like a trending day as per the EMAs. It's a non-stop fall from yesterday. Can expect one pullback maybe in the second half, or maybe in between somewhere. So these Fibos are basically on the swings. How we are identifying the swings? Can anybody tell me? So in this scenario, just tell me where the swings are. Is this a swing or is this a swing? Okay, so I'm not considering the explosive candles here. Okay, what I'm considering is, now look at these swings. Okay, yesterday's market was a pretty trending market, right? So there was nothing much. It was a straight fall, right? There was no stopping in between, right? So today also it is continuing the same thing, right? So what we are trying to understand is, so let's look at it. This one was our one swing, right? This one as were our lows. These were the lows, right? Right. So this one was a initial swing, right? So where we have seen a swing breaking the earlier swing. So this is the place it has broken the swing, right? Our earlier low, which was there, it has broken here. Okay. So earlier, whatever this swing is, that is valid for me, right? So this is the place. This was a top, and this is the place it has formed earlier swing, right? So then again we had one more small swing here, right? Because this swing, whatever was there, exactly this is broken. Then it has taken a pullback. Then again it has come down, and this place it has broken this. Like, so this one has become our swing, right? And this one has become another swing for us, right? So then it is continuously breaking those things, right? So it has gone down till this point. So this one become our one swing, and then this one become our another swing, right? And then what has happened is, it has just taken the pullback. It has not even broken the swings, okay? And then it has straight fallen, right? So now what has happened? Whatever swings we have identified, right? So this one was one swing, right? This is where the last swing on the top, which was there, right? And then we had one bottom straight away here. There's another swing here, okay? A smaller swing, if you consider. And then this is the level. So this one is the longest swing in my yesterday's move, right? And then we have got one pullback here. But that pullback, where it has ended, this is where that swing had ended, right? So what we have done, we have plotted with this swing. This was the longest swing, whatever we got it, and exactly we mapped it with this. Okay. Now you can consider this also, but I have considered this is the last swing, which was a little bigger one, right? And then what we get, exactly Nifty has closed where, exactly at this point, right? So even if we carrying a short, we can continue with our shorts, right? Because this one is not broken. Our SL will be just above this. Now, opening can be anywhere, right? Opening, it can open 100 points up also, 100 points down also, right? But we are going with a last swing which was there. With that SL, if we are taking the trade, we will get exactly good swing levels. Now today, what has happened? Exactly this place, Nifty had taken a support, right? Then it has gone up. It has exactly touched our Fibo levels. Then from that Fibo level, it has formed a hammer kind of thing. Not exactly hammer, but it is a kind of hammer where it is showing a long wick on the upside. Earlier candle is actually more like a hammer, but where it has tested exactly on this Fibo levels, it has tested. Then once it has tested this, what it has done, it has come down. Okay. Then we are waiting for one pullback. Now, when that pullback happens, now in this scenario also it has broken, right? We are waiting for one pullback. One pullback happens, this is the place you can short it with this target. Stop loss will be just this candle high. Yeah, you can consider as a shooting star. Yeah, that shooting star is the right word more than the hammer. So for today, we have got some levels, right? So even if we don't follow the Fibos or whatever it is, the Fibo will basically give me what pullback I can expect, and then I can take the trades according to that, right? But even if I'm considering these last swings, right? Now this one was also another swing, right? In an overall picture, we can see this also as a swing. So even if you're not following this, Fibo levels also, you can even consider the swing levels for your till the time now this particular swing is not broken and not sustaining above this, right? We can't expect any kind of up move, right? So exactly what it has done, this consolidation area. So every consolidation area will work as a level, as an important level. So consolidation is basically what happens in consolidation. Most of the big players, they cannot put all their orders in one point, right? So what they will do, they will add more and more quantities at a particular level, right? So whenever it is going right now, if they wanted to short, now this level they don't want to short. They are not like us, looking at breaking these levels and all those things. They will wait for this level. This is where they have decided. This is the level around this 230 240 levels. This is the place they have decided that this is the place I will short more. Okay, so once it is going towards these places, okay, exactly, their orders will get fulfilled here, right? And then what they are doing, the lower high formation, this level is broken, you take a short trade. See, now here one consolidation has happened, right? And there is some kind of buying is happening, but the volume confirming this up move, whatever we expected on the Fibo level. So basically Fibo level where it will help me for the next targets. So if you are looking at all these things, right, the structure, the kind of support resistance, this is particular place, it has formed a lower high. It has formed one high, then it has formed a low, then it has formed a lower high. This candle confirms me that there is a lower high formation done. So this is what we need to observe to get the right trades. Now, nothing is 100%, right? Everything will have its own limitation somewhere. But at least we will get the most probable setup where we can see those levels and trade with those levels. So this price action is very, very simple thing. Okay, so if you follow it well, you will get very good, money. Now look at this. This is forming this. So even that below level, if there is a hammer formed, are we taking a long trade? See, scalpers can still take a long trade there, right? But what we are trying to do, we are going with the trend. We are seeing the swings which are forming on the higher side, okay, and the lower swings are getting formed, the lows are getting broken. So basically, our view should be ideally on the selling side, right? So now we might miss out certain long trades. Now in this scenario, somebody would say there was a hammer formed, and probably I would have taken a long entry and I would have made money and all that things, right? Definitely yes, that is possible. But what is happening now with these things which are going, see now how the reversal has happened. So with these, now it is breaking the swing, right? It has broken the swing. Now that is what we expected, right? Nifty to go up and exactly touch that levels. And now let's see whether this candle closes above this. Definitely, if the people are shorting, they will still, what they will do, they will pull it back to these levels again. This will not be easy level to cross. So what they are doing now? So once now this trend line breaks, we can expect another shorting opportunity. See how your these things are going now. Put premiums are going down. See now again, the Reliance is again trying to go up. So what we discussed exactly, that this level, exactly that candle is crossing that level, but there is a high possibility that it will close below this levels only. So now this shooting star, can we take a trade? To wait for the right opportunities, I think you will get very good opportunities in these kind of trending markets and all those things. You will get very good opportunities if you wait for the right levels. Yes. So this candle close is something which is very, very important. Okay. We need some kind of formation to happen. Okay. Now look at this candle, how it is rejected exactly at the day's low. Now, where will I trade? I will trade only if this trend line is broken. Now, Reliance is trying to hold the market. Again, the 2300 level it is trying to gain. But IT is kind of showing some pressure. Banks are already in a pressure. So, only HDFC Bank and IndusInd Bank are in kind of positive, a little positive. But looking at SBI, Kotak, both of them are in a kind of deep red. Yes. So shooting star, how do you trade? The shooting star trade is basically when the low is broken. See, exactly which I told you, that this level they will again, take it down. Now the shooting star candle low is broken. So it's still inviting me to kind of go short. But trend line is still holding. See, now it is kind of trying to break the trend line. This candle closure is very, very important. There is no hurry to take any trades. See what has happened. So VIX has fallen by 1%. So just be careful with the option trades because that will eat your premiums. Now this 1 minute will be very, very crucial. Whether it holds the trend line, it goes back inside the trend line, or it breaks. This is just a base building activity around these levels. If at all it forms a base, but trading below the levels, you know, 40 seconds are there. It's clearly given a breakdown again because last 20 seconds I don't expect any bounce back to happen here. Now it is closed below the trend line. So this candle high will be my SL now, and around 109, so 20 points. So 20 points target will be there. So we will target is around 17,064. Option premiums are not moving much. Now VIX is managing the premiums right now. So these small candles will eat up your premiums. So say Nifty has not gone anywhere, hardly some 7-8 points. But this option of 17,200 has fallen almost 6 points. The options are not giving any money, though the Nifty is still kind of gone down. But option premiums are at the same place. Nifty still continues to fall, but premiums are not increasing. Now the premium starts moving. Let's hope we get our target. The option has already given, so 60, 69 it is. 64 would be our target. So again, one reversal candle. It will basically form a double bottom from here. But this candle has to close as a hammer. So still there is a pressure. So 67 it has gone to now, 66. Now momentum has become faster. $63. So our target is achieved. So you can now trail it if you wish to. Because it is breaking the low also. Options are still not moving. Becoming very, very slow momentum. So how whenever there is a pullback coming in, how that is getting sold off? To see how the momentum has picked up again. Now it's going towards our Fibo levels. Yeah, so it's going towards our L3 as well as our Fibo levels. So we have to wait for the confirmation here. But hopefully this trade, whatever we have taken, you have got some money. So this is our, see, exactly this is what we had plotted, right? That it will go touch these levels and again it will come back towards our this station. Exactly, it has gone and achieved that target. So this is what. So now Fibo levels. Now let's watch out in between that Fibo. We will not take any trade. Now we have only one trade which is towards just below 17,000. That clearly mentioned 150, below 150 it can touch 16,800 levels. So don't play for a pullback here. Even though we get some good green candles here, don't play for the pullback because our EMAs are not suggesting us that. So now from almost 40 points from our levels, whatever we had taken the trade. So now VIX has come to positive again. Reliance has given up all the gains again. So somebody is sitting and shorting it very, very sharply on these levels. Now look at the difference between these two lines, 9 EMA and 20 EMA. Okay, which is clearly telling us that there is a the trend which is there right now, which is a very, very strong trend, and we can expect only one side movement, which is downside. So 17,040 is achieved. Our target is achieved. So let's look at Bank Nifty as well. See, Bank Nifty is also kind of in a very strong trend. So if you would have continued with this 9 EMA, you would have still, continued the trade. Nowhere it has given a pullback also yet. So 39,000 is also kind of in danger now. So 38,500 is what my target would be, the first target. Exactly our Fibo level, exactly our L3 level. It has given a bounce back on the Nifty. See. But here the swing is just above around these levels. So this swing it has to take out, and then only I can get a long entry. But look at this EMAs, what it is telling us. So whatever one small pullback also, you have to be very careful, because is even one small pullbacks also, the option premiums are just going crazy. So if your entry is not at a right place, you might still not make money. Now, if you stay with the trend, you will understand that wherever it is kind of taking up even green candle or giving a green candle and trying to go up also, these are only pullbacks. These are not something which you should trade, right? That every that pullback towards the 9 EMA is giving us a confirmation of shorting. So till the time it is not breaking the 9 EMA, not holding above this 9 EMA and 20 EMA, we should look out only for selling opportunities. Hope now you are understanding one concept which I'm adding on every day, so that it kind of gives you some kind of additional confirmation. We should not unnecessarily trade. Over trading will definitely kill us, because today looks like being after that long whatever move, whatever we have got, today it looks like more of a premium erosion what they are trying to play with. So whatever the concepts which we had, we have kind of taken it now. Look at this Fibo and EMA. Now this EMA, whatever I have added, it's only because initially I just wanted to give you the the kind of swings which we can plot it. And then the next one is EMA. So EMA is kind of it's just a confirmation. We are not taking any this thing, but it's just a confirmation for us. Reliance is again trying to fight back. So we have hardly seen any strong pullbacks in the last 2 days fall, right? You can expect one pullback somewhere because this is a very, very sharp selling which has happened. This is also part of our, I don't know how many of you have seen this. So once you kind of understand all these things, I will give you the next level of price action. So now it has become very, very slow today. So the trend continues to be on a downside only. So this is the kind of chart which I had given on the Telegram. You can just open it and see what exactly we were, seeing. And now this is the wave. Okay, this is called Elliott waves. Okay, so once this level, this swing was broken, right? It was very clear that it is going towards these targets. Okay, so if at all you understand this Elliott wave concept, right, you'll be able to kind of get exact levels. So around this 16,800 level, we will see one kind of bounce. Okay, so one small bounce and then it will go towards the next targets. Okay, so this third wave which is coming in right now, it's a very, very strong move. So third wave, generally you will see very strong momentum, and once it kind of breaks these areas, then you will get, so, and the third wave you cannot actually predict, but only thing is so you cannot exactly know where exactly how long it will go, right? But whatever momentum will come very, very fast. So right now exactly it is in third wave, and 16,800, it looks like it is still available to take. So that particular thing which you have to watch out, exactly it is playing with these zones. So this is the concept which we'll have to, take it next. So that third wave, whatever I have given, it is on a 1 hour chart, and it is clearly giving us that targets. So 17,000 will definitely not hold as per my expectation, but we can't take positions basis on options on basis on these, because options we will have to consider all other parameters also. But we can expect the faster momentum, we can expect one sharp momentum. So once that level was broken, it was very clear that it is going very, very fast towards the next target. Now look at our Fibo, how it is respecting still, but EMAs are not giving us any confirmation. So no use of trading on each and every candle, right? We have to wait for our levels and we can trade. Once below 17,000, second half, if you get it, we will get sharper movement towards that 16,900, because 17,000, there are lots of put writers were sitting as per whatever data I had seen. So correct me if I'm wrong. If I don't know what is the data right now, because I'm not following anything on a live market. Because once the levels are broken, automatically things will change, right? If anybody is seeing the option chain or anything which you're observing, you can let us know on the chat. So we have plotted these EMAs, right? The 9 EMA, 20 EMA, and 50 EMA, and now 200 EMA is very, very far off. So this pullback is around 329. But we have to take confirmation. See, on the EMAs like this, right? If you are getting one, shooting star candle, okay, so there you can take a trade. Any candle which is breaking, so there is another method to this EMA, right? So if at all you are a scalper, right? So 9 EMA, whenever we are, seeing this kind of, strong candle breaking this EMAs and taking, straight away, and the next candle opens, which is away from this 9 EMA. Okay. So that particular place, you can still take an entry. Your 9 EMA will be your SL, and exactly you have to just trail it with a 9 EMA, or else you can just take, with this particular thing, you can just hold it with your levels. Okay. So still we have 66 lakhs put writers. So those guys will try to hold it, but I don't think so they would have much of confidence. So whenever the EMA, the candles are, not touching the EMAs, we can still go short, and, wherever we are getting this long entries also. But the only important part is that has to be within that trend. Okay. Now here, if you say this is the particular place that this candle has kind of, not touched the EMA, and it has gone up and then it has rejected. So this SLs will also be there. But here you look at it, your trend confirmation, this is the EMAs become flat. Yeah, so today, if you look at it right now, I think I'm expecting some sideways momentum. So we have got the pullback now on the fib levels, exactly our fib levels. So now it is kind of breaking the EMAs also. So, but I'm not taking any long entries. My trend confirmation will change only when Nifty starts trading above 20 EMA. And that particular place, it has to basically, now whatever fall has come, right? So if at all you are playing with the EMAs, what we'll have to do is basically on those places, your 20 EMA, 9 EMA has to become flat. So going back to this put writer thing, see, we don't know, right? Right now, see, it is looking like an OI, right? Only it's a OI. Now, this OI can be on a buying side as well as selling side, right? So we might see uh, these as a put writers, but there could be a put buyers as well. So we have to analyze with our Zerodha or whatever trading platform, whatever you're using. There you have to use it as a this thing. Whatever method I have given you that day, so that particular thing you have to see whether there is any OI change is happening or anything which is happening on the selling side. So those things will give you a clear confirmation. So I think fib levels has given us a decent amount of money today. It has not kind of given us a uh, trap thing, because trap exactly morning whatever up move was happening, our fib levels were not crossed, right? So exactly it has given us that. Anybody would have scalped also on this 17,044 levels also, probably would have still got some 10-15 points on the scalping side, on the buying side. Nowadays our FIs have started buying options also, so you have to be very, very careful. The 9 EMA is crossed, 20 EMA, it is kind of taking a resistance. So if at all it starts trading above 20 EMA, then we will get some kind of confirmation on the upside. The volumes are also increased with this candle. But if you ask me, I don't have a long entry at this point. See, with all these things which we are adding onto it, right? We are just adding on some kind of probability, additional probability, right? Because anyways, we can't guarantee 100% things, but we are just adding more and more probabilities so that we avoid taking wrong trades. See, now this pullback and 20 EMA, again, it is forming a negative candle. So let's see if it holds or it kind of goes down again. But now this swing, whatever was there, that swing it has broken. So it has to hold this swing for further up move, if at all it has to take, right? So it has to basically consolidate. Now this particular thing, it is basically telling you it might form a invert head and shoulder kind of thing, and then it might just take it up. These are again possibilities. We are not trading anything on this. See, now 20 EMA we are getting. So whatever, it is just a pullback only. You know, 20 MA is telling us that it is still a sell. Now Dow, whatever it was 100 points up, that is also gone down again and going down faster. Nasdaq futures are also in a kind of negative territory only. It is just flat, and Reliance is kind of now breaking down. So whatever that pullback came, somebody tried to take it up, but that has kind of gone down again. Just a consolidation at important levels. It might play around these levels for some time. The US markets are also kind of playing at a extreme low levels. It has already broken some important supports. So looks like that one is kind of also in a negative thing. The way the shorting is happening, it is kind of reminding that, you know, it is that 2009 fallout which happened. So that was a strong bear market where everything was started falling. So now Nasdaq also turns negative. Yesterday, I was mentioning about 13th of March 2020. We had seen a lower circuit on Nifty. And yesterday, again, I think they celebrated that anniversary there. So on YouTube, one this thing is there that if at all you are watching it on phone or anything, and when it gets paused, what will happen is your video will also get paused, and it will kind of it will start from wherever it was. So you might see some lag coming in. So you'll have to just fast forward or just close that video and then rejoin. So how many have a courage to buy some? Yeah, refresh the page. Some Nifty Bs, Bank Nifty Bs. Because when markets are falling, you need courage, right? The 20 EMA is again confirming us that it's just a pullback. But it's very, very slow momentum. So you can expect some kind of, the option premiums not moving in your direction. Also, VIX has fallen by 1%, so that is also kind of eaten up premiums. So again, that swing is not holded back. So again, exactly the same place it is giving a rejection. And again, now we might see a newer low. So slowly it is going towards that 17,000 break. So now this Fibo level, if it is breaking, then we will see further downfall. So look at how the trapping candle has come, and exactly at 9 EMA again it is giving us a sell. So looks like it will break our Fibo levels. I'm expecting at least 17,000 to touch once. So exactly on the EMA levels, it is kind of rejecting. The Reliance, which was holding for a long time, has also turned into red now. Everywhere it is red now. The 17,000 it is clearly suggesting, but because of the FIBO levels, I'm not able to kind of take any trades here. Because these places, anything can happen. I had already kind of taken one trade, which was at a 20 EMA rejection candle. And then I kind of got somewhere around 8 points. Because markets are very, very slow. So 8 to 10 points is kind of my target was. Look at this, how this levels they are playing with. All the premiums are going. That's the exact thing which I said. I will not take short trade here. VIX is again 1% down. So whatever that momentums are coming, it's eating up the premium. Now 9 EMA and 20 EMA becoming flatter. Also just our FIBO levels, it has taken the support. This is what we have to watch out for. And that's where exactly I said we will not take short trade at this point. We will wait for our levels. A good pullback which has come now. So at least our fib levels are kind of giving us that indication that we are not getting trapped unnecessarily. So how many of you basically trade with more than 5 lakh capital and trading in options? And how many has less than 1 lakh kind of capital, or maybe around 1 lakh capital? Okay, great, Tarun. I'll tell you something which I have kind of planned. I'm working on this. Okay. Uh, so whatever, once I get some responses. So now watch out for the EMAs are getting flattened out, both 9 and 20 EMA. Okay. And has taken the support, swing levels are there. Thanks, Chandan. So from 1 lakh capital, what is your expectation now? Maybe 1 lakh, 5 lakh, whatever is your capital. What percentage you look out for the returns in a, say, in a month? Okay, great. 15 to 20%. Okay. So which is basically, if it is 1 lakh rupees, 20,000 rupees returns. So for this 15 to 20% on say 1 lakh rupees, right? How many days do you think you have to trade for this? In a month. So we have around 20 to 22 sessions which we always have in a month, provided there are no holidays or anything in between. So how many days do you think you can make this? Do you think you have to trade every day? So again, our 20 EMA is rejecting, but okay. So 8 to 10 sessions. Okay, great. So basically, we are calculating somewhere around, say, 2% returns on a day. So if you are deploying 1 lakh rupees, we are seeing So 2%, do you think it is easy or tough? The people who are trading with options, right? Just a simple question here, right? So when we are doing this analysis, okay, I'm doing something, so that's why I'm asking you these questions. Okay, I'll reveal you what exactly I'm trying to say. Okay. So basically, what happens is we need to make the 2%, right? It's a simple calculation that we have to make 2%. If we consider we are trading even 20 days also in a month, uh, we are expecting 1% return every day, right? 1% is what we expect, right? Exactly. So we will come back to the consistency matter also. Consistency is also required, but I'm saying if at all we have to make 1%, right, or 2%, if 10 sessions also we are considering, we don't have to trade every day. Okay. So 2% also on a daily kind of thing, right? So how do we kind of make that 2%, right? So see, if if you look at options, okay, simple calculations which I am doing, okay, right now, if we have to have 2% returns, right, and what is the kind of quantity which we are buying? If you have a 1 lakh rupees capital, okay, say currently whatever 17,000 200 put, okay, which is around 150, 160, okay. So 160, how much do you think you are able to kind of how many quantities you can buy with this? So around 160 would be what? 160 would be around 8,000 rupees, right? So you can buy 12 lots in your 1 lakh capital. 12 lots will be around 600 quantity. With that 12 lots, how many points you need to make our 2%? How many quantities you need? How many points you need? Just 2 points, if at all your trade is right. And if at all you are deploying the full capital, right? Definitely we will not deploy whole capital. But I'm saying generally 2 to 3 points is what we are expecting, right? Now you tell me making 3 points, consider now we are deploying only 50% of the capital. Okay. When you have a good setup, good everything, right? So say consider we are only deploying 50,000 and 50,000 we are keeping it for all adjustments on whatever required, right? So in that we need 6 points for the day. 5 to 6 points. To make that 5 to 6 points on say Nifty, Bank Nifty, whatever it is, right? So we are calculating on a Nifty. So basically it will become double on the Bank Nifty, right? So when we are looking at 6 points, 10 points, okay, how difficult it is to get 10 points if you wait for your right setup. So people who know me earlier, I used to have bigger capital and I used to trade with the bigger quantities. Okay. So for those people, it's just a kind of thing, right? So I used to do it, right? But somewhere certain things which, yeah, it's feasible, right? So I used to trade with a bigger quantity, sometimes 20 lots, 30 lots, 50 lots, right? Or 100 lots also, depending on the situation or depending on the kind of trades which I'm getting. Okay. So now what I'm trying to do is basically, um, it's basically a kind of a challenge. Okay. Where I'm trying to make that, so I have kept only 1 lakh rupees capital. Okay. And now my plan is to kind of double that capital. Okay. In a month. So if I have to make 1 lakh rupees on 20 trading sessions, I'm a full-time trader, right? So full-time I'll be only trading. So in 20 days, in a month, okay. So I'm continuously trading. I'm doing all these trades, right? So how many points I have to make now? So how many points I would need now? If I say deploy 50% of the capital, which is basically around 6 lots to 7 lots, okay. So say consider 6 lots, right? So 6 lots, if I have to make, how much, how many points? So on a month, if I have to make, I have to make 5,000 rupees daily, which is 5% of my capital. Exactly. So now you tell me, looking at all these movements, okay, is it possible to get, matlab, can I get that, 1%, sorry, 5% returns on every day? Is it possible? I'm just giving you a thoughts, okay? Don't just go and try to start trading. You need that confidence, you need that other things also. But my objective is, no, it is, see, all of us are in the similar kind of this thing, right? See, I told you this flatten of 20 EMA and 9 EMA and then the reversal, right? Yes. So see, basically, my point is I am looking at, can I make 20 points at least? So these 20 points is what I'm planning for. Okay. Now 20 points, even if I have to take it, right? So there will be days I will be making losses also, right? There will be volatile days, there will be. But if at all we have a proper setup, see, there would be certain days like yesterday, probably you can make 200 points also, right? That will be for you, that is a month, right? So 200 points for the month. So how many points we are actually looking at? We are looking at only with the 6 slots, right? So 300 would be the quantity. So with that, I'm looking at what, around 300 points in a month, at least in a month. Okay, at least in a month. And this we are talking about, on these things we are talking about when basically we are looking at volatile markets, and then and this is on a Tuesday, right, where the VIX has gone up by almost like 10%, 20% yesterday, right? So that is what we are looking at. So on those days the option price is around 160, right? So on certain days, on like expiry, now maybe Wednesday, Thursday, right, you will get certain options at maybe at 20 rupees also, right, 30 rupees also, right? So those are the days which we are looking at. We can even make much bigger, right? So my point is, can I make 300 points in a month? So 300 points, if I have to do, on an average, I have to do at least what? 15 points in a day, right? So 15 points, is it difficult or is it easy? So this is my challenge for March. It is kind of in place right now, but this is my challenge to kind of take it and make it double. So basically, when you start understanding these things, right? When you increase your capital, maybe 15, 20 lakhs when I had, so that time I used to trade, and then some certain days, certain months, you will make it double or triple also, right? Certain days which are like yesterday's kind of trending day, right? You can make big amount of money, but I am trying to make my basic calculation, which goes back, is can I get with a proper setup and proper things, can I wait and get 20%, 20 points at least daily? See, as soon as our swing was broken, okay, double bottom, swing is broken, and reversal has happened. Now we did not take this long entry, okay, but definitely there was a option available for us to take a long entry also, where the risk would have been little smaller. But for whatever I went with the trend and all those things, right? So look at this from morning. I made around. I'll tell you how many points I made, which is 30, 30, and then 6, and then around 14. So around 44 points is what I made till now. I have not taken most of the trades. Okay, lots of trades were there, right? Lots of rejections. This candle, right? Then this reversal, whatever it is, right? So now this reversal, we have not taken the trade, right? So we have not taken. I have not taken many trades. Okay, but how many points I made? 44 points for the day. So what was the potential? The potential was much bigger, right? From here, probably if I would have waited, where I had entered in this particular place, if I would have waited for exactly my, target point, probably I would have made more than 100 points here only, right? Look at how strong the reversal is now. Look at how Reliance is building up, and everybody else is also kind of picking up on the things. You look at how strong the reversal is. This trade itself, now whatever this trade is, this option about 17,100 option was around 80 rupees. Now it is at 136, 130, 140 rupees, right? So which is almost 60 points, right? In one trade. The point is, are we waiting for our right setup to happen? See, nowhere, nobody's going to talk about these discussions, okay? But only thing I'm just trying to say that, is it possible? Is it possible that we can make this, right? Definitely, market will not give anything free of cost, right? Market will always take. Now, if I have to make 300 points in a month, then I have to consider at least 150 points as a stop loss also, right? Not every trade is going to go in my direction. It's a superb short covering, just a short covering move now. But look at how our Fibos have worked. So whatever Fibos we have plotted, is it working exactly in that direction? So how many would be willing to take this kind of challenge? See, the challenge could be anything. I'm not saying that you have to make double only, or you have to make you know uh, 20% only, or you have to make 100% only, and all that thing. I'm only saying ki how much you can actually capture. How many of you would be kind of ready to take that kind of challenge? See, whatever fall came from morning, only 3 candles have taken out everything. It's called superb, Tarun. So I think we should take some kind of challenge. Let's do it together. See, all these momentums and all these things, we will definitely get it together, and we'll be able to kind of make that kind of money. See, now it is going inside our Fibo, so it's a big short covering, but inside our Fibo, so you have to be careful in this particular point. If at all you've taken the long entry, so when the short covering comes, this is how it will be. So you So suddenly, IndusInd Bank, which was shorted yesterday, has started going up, almost 2% up from that place, and only Kotak is kind of hovering around 1% down. But SBN has recovered, Axis has recovered, HDFC Bank has gone into positive, ICICI Bank has gone into positive. So let's take the challenge. Okay, uh, your challenge could be different from mine. My challenge is different. Okay, my target will be much higher. I am only saying, can I make 20 points in a day? Certain days it will be 40 points. Certain days it will be 10 points. Certain days it will be negative 20 points also, right? But that's the kind of setup which we have to trade. And if we have to do those kind of trades, then we have to definitely wait for our setup to happen, right? So once our setup happens, then only we will take the trade. That is the kind of promise which we'll have to take it today, so that we will be able to kind of go into the right direction. But don't keep the targets too big. Like, it should not be like 100 points in a day, right? Which is not achievable. 20 points, definitely we will be able to make it, right? So if at all we are looking at certain things like this, we have to always look out for a different things. Now again, shooting star is forming here. So let's keep that 10 points or 20 points. If at all the days when you are able to kind of make more like yesterday, where we have seen much more bigger fall and all that things, where you can make even 100 points, right? Or 200 points also, depending on the situation, right? But the target should not be like, okay, every day I have to make 200 points, or maybe one day I'll make 200 points. That is not possible, right? Then you're pushing yourself to the extreme. What we are trying to basically do is, uh, we are trying to wait for our right opportunities, wait for the right setup to happen, and then that 20 points, 30 points, once it is done, either we have two different things. One is, can we kind of bake make that more than 20 time 20 20 points, and maybe you can keep it as your profit targets also, okay, depending on your requirement. And then 20% will be our target, and you have to consist, you have to become consistent with your number of lots you're taking. So you should not take one day 10 lots, one day 5 lots, one day only one lot. That should not happen. You have to be consistent. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, if at all there are certain days where the setup is not suggesting you, right? So it's better not to take a trade. We cannot say, see, basically what we are doing is we are trying to fool our mind saying that, okay, today market is little volatile, so I will reduce my quantity. Okay. Or maybe this place I am not confident about my trade, so I will kind of take only two lots, right? On the normal days, whenever I'm sure, I will take 10 lots. That should not be the case. Wherever we are not seeing the opportunity, where we are not 100% confirmed, okay, those days we will not take the trade. That thing also we have to consider. So our target should be, for me, the target is 300 points for the month. For you, the target could be whatever you want, right? Maybe if it is 5 points in a day, so it is 100 points for the month. So that should be your target, and that is where you'll take that challenge. Okay, so you have to break it down how many points you require for the per day, and depending on situation, certain days you might get, if at all you are planning for 10 points or 5 points, you certain days you might get 20 points, certain days you might get 50 points, certain days you might get 100 points also, right? And certain days it might be negative 10 points also, right? Or 20 points, right? But what you will have to consider is, you will have to ensure your whatever losses are also there, that is also in that category. So it cannot be like your target is 20 points, but you are giving away 30 points for the market, right? So you will have to keep that also in your mind. If at all it is 20 points target and 20 points stop loss, then 20 points stop loss is done, your system has to be shut down, right? Because that you have reached your target. You look at how our Fibo is touched, and then again it is reversed. So how many of you are understanding what concept I'm talking about? And this challenge is with together. Okay, so we will do it together. So whatever setups are there, whatever trades are there, you can take it together also if you wish, or if you're comfortable with your own setups, you can always do your own things as well. So think about it. Maybe you can come back tomorrow, because definitely this needs all these things. Yes, exactly. The risk reward management is what we have to do. And so if you're keeping 5 points target and 5 points SL is hit, you have to exit, right? So like that you have to consider. So 20 points for me is a thing which I am trying to take it, so that I will consider. And next thing is, if at all whatever is my profit for yesterday, that should not be lost. So take whatever setup you want, take whatever things you want, and according to that is what we will try to take it. Exactly, that is the point, Tarun. So we have to become self-reliant. We should not follow anybody. See, my simple thing is, you don't follow me also. If you think some setup is useful for you and you are continuously following some setup and giving you good results, you can continue with that setup also, right? No need of following or doing something. See, we should not follow on anybody, anything for that matter. We have to always look out for our own things. Because today we are discussing, today, tomorrow we might not discuss. So that day it should not happen that we are not in a place to take any trade, or we are not in place to take that kind of risk, right? And see, simple thing is, our mindset also has to be there. So mindset has to be whatever. Exactly, good Tarun, I think you bought it at the right place. With that itself, from 180 it would have given you almost 50-60 points already. Which put you bought it? Because of the top almost 180 to 117, right? I think 17,100 or something you bought it, I guess. Ah, no, if you would have taken, see, this is where we do mistakes, right? No, it is okay, fine, it is moved into your direction, but I'm saying at these points you should ideally look at 17,150 put or 17,200 put. Okay? Not by now you would have got almost 50-60 points on that. I guess for 40 points. See, again that fall. There is just a trapping move. See, Fibo gave us a pretty good levels. We are not using any other indicator here, right? It's just a price and the Fibo. Exactly on that point, it has touched and it came back. Now again trying to go back towards the same place. But it is kind of on holding on this EMAs. But I guess it is good for some 13, 17 points. Yes, exactly. So if you're confident about your setup and your things, I think you will be able to kind of make money. So Reliance is just hovering around. It is just going up and coming down, going up and coming down. So just a consolidation happening. So today's closing will be very, very crucial. Looks like sideways only as of now. Just both the side ranges it is given. Wow, what a trap. It looks like now they are getting ready for breaking this 17,000. Yeah, it will break. It may break today, may not break today, but definitely is going towards that direction. So after yesterday's, one long move which is there, today might be a pause candle which might come in. So whatever put writers were there, I think they got trapped with that sudden move which came in on the upside, because I think every other person was buying puts, so they just took out that thing and then came back. So Tarun, see, 15 points, 17 points you have already made, or maybe by now it would be 20 points also, because you waited for the right levels, right? So is it difficult to make that 15, 20 points? Superb, Tarun. We are all learning together. Whatever I've learned over the years is what, I'm kind of sharing it with you, with the different books, different people, different, concepts. And then I added on my own concepts to it, because Fibonacci, nobody uses Fibonacci like this, right? So I back tested certain things and then I kind of, given it to you, that at least you reduce that time. Just taking 5 minutes break, guys. I'll be back in maybe around 1 5. Okay, guys, so I'm back. It's almost gone exactly again to the Fibo levels. Yeah, so Tarun, I think we can cover up that as well. But if you use even the swing analysis on that, that also works pretty well on the cash stocks as well. So superb moves it has given exactly in our Fibo levels. It is still trading. I'm expecting though it has to break 17,000, but so both the side trades actually. In between, I end up got some 7 points. So I made that tally to 51 points now. Still taking support on our fib levels only. So most of the people follow only the EMAs. Now, if you would have only followed EMAs, look at how it would have trapped you. So that short covering was just a trap the retailers. So still our 130 move is pending. Now on the lows, it is forming one candle which is kind of very negative. Let's see if it breaks the earlier candle low. So now slowly going towards the fib low, that is around 17,000. Looks like this candle will break this. I'm expecting this one will break. On top of that, we have Fin Nifty expiry also. So let's see how that plays out today. So Infi TCS both are above 1% down, and banks also almost everybody is red except IndusInd Bank, which is almost 1% up. So looks like the pain is still more. Now in this fib levels also, if you would have seen, the candles are becoming smaller and smaller. Definitely the 17,000 is not safe the way it is going down right now. Let's see what Bank Nifty is doing. Bank Nifty is still holding above our fib levels. So even Bank Nifty had given a bounce from our fib levels earlier. So now almost breaking the levels, and this candle will be very, very sharp if at all that fall is coming. So whatever short covering they had planned, I think that they got it earlier. Now I don't think so they will be able to hold this levels anymore. So getting ready to break 17,000. Now this candle, it has to break this 17,000. So now 130, I guess it has to give that trending move. So still taking support on our fib levels only. Looks like it will just play around in these zones only. Again, one more attempt. On these levels, I think it's better not to trade because it's going both the side and very, very volatile. To know where it is going right now, just getting rejected at the 9 EMA. Looks like we'll have a boring market at this point. So I think we can finish the session for today. We can connect back tomorrow again. Thank you guys. Thank you for joining in. Ensure you like this video. Also, um, you know, do confirm me your feedback or any other things which are there so we can discuss. Thank you guys.